Hi. Now, I'm assuming that you've watched the previous video where we were modelling curves and then converting them to linear form to find out various constants. And I've got a follow-up example here which you might like to try. We're given this set of data here in this table, the values of x and y. And if you were to plot them, you'd get a curve looking something like this. So it's thought to be of the form y equals a times b to the power x, where a and b are constants. And what you've got to do is find the values of a and b. So if you'd like to have a go at this, just give you a moment to pause the video. When you come back, either fast forward to check out your answer, or I'll take you slowly through the work solution. Okay, welcome back then if you had a go. So how do we go about finding the values of a and b? Well, what we do is we first of all try and transform this equation to a linear form, and we can do that by taking logs to both sides. Now it doesn't matter what base you take. In my previous video tutorial I took base e, natural logs. But in this one I'm going to just take base 10. So that will be the log of y equals the log of ab to the power x. And then what I'm going to do is use the addition rule here. This is a times b to the power x. So using the addition rule for logs, we can write this as the log of y equals the log of a plus the log of b to the power x. And then using the power rule, I can take the x to the front of log b, and that's going to give me this statement here. Now what I'm going to do is just reverse these two terms here. You'll see why in a moment. We get log y equals x times log b plus log a. And that means that this has the form y, a variable, equals mx, m being a constant, that would be the log b, times x, plus a constant c, which will be the log a. So just recapping there, we've got the form y equals mx plus c, where y equals log y, m equals log b, and c equals log a. So what I need to do now is form a new table of values. I'm going to be plotting y against x, that is y being log y against the values of x. So by creating a new table where we have x across the top here and log of y in the bottom row, if you take the log of 2, you'll see you get 1.15, and that's to 2 decimal places, with similar results for 4, 6 and 8. So what I need to do now is to plot these values on a graph. So if we take a piece of graph paper, set up our axes, we've got the x-axis here and log y here, with our values, and we plot these points, we get a straight line of points. Okay, you can check these points out against the values in the table. And if we draw a line of best fit, it's going to look something like this. And what we're interested in is, first of all, the value of c, which is equal to log a. That is the intercept on this axis. And looking at this, I can see it's 0.5. So therefore, we've got that c equals 0.5, which corresponds to log a. So to get the value of a, I just need to anti-log this, and that will give me a equals 10 to the power 0.5. And if you work that out, you'll find you get 3.2 to 1 decimal place. Now when it comes to working out what b is connected to the gradient m as log b. So I need to get the gradient, and I can do that by looking at a triangle I can draw on here between 2 points that lie on this line. Well, it's up to you which triangle you pick. I'm going to go for a nice one across here and up here. It looks something like this. Now from this triangle I can see that I've gone 8 units in the x direction and I've got a rise in the y direction of a total of 2.58 units, and I could mark those on like so and calculate the gradient as 2.58 divided by 8. Or I could do it in the usual way, and that is the difference in the y coordinates divided by the difference in the x coordinates. Either way, if I work that out, I get 0.3225. And that's our value for m, which corresponds to log b. So I've got log of b equals 0.3225. And to work out b, I just need to antilog both sides. This is to base 10, so b will be equal to 10 to the power 0.3225. And if you work that out, you get 2.1 to a 1 decimal place for b. So I've got my values for a and b as requested. And this curve then, y equals a times b to the power x, becomes y equals 3.2 times 2.1 to the power x. Okay, so I hope you were able to get that right. If not, at least being able to see how to go about it. So thanks for watching, and I've got another example as well that you might like to try. You'll see it below this video if you're watching this on my website.